Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey.
It's the Loc'd In podcast.
Locked in.
Yes.
In.
LOCDIN.
Yes.
It's your girl, Terri.
And it's Liz over here.
Yes.
You already know.
Yes.
Y'all know us.
Y'all do. Y'all should know us by now. Y'all should have to say it with us by now.
Exactly. So.
But yeah, we hope
welcome.
you guys are doing well. Well enough to be tuned in. You know, It's been a great week. I'm gonna say great. I don't usually say great. I usually just say good or it was all right. But I'm gonna say great.
Really?
Yeah.
What was so great about it?
That I made it through.
There you go.
Shoot, made it through the week.
Sometimes that's the best you can do.
Yeah.
Is make it through. You know what I mean?
Making it through.
So I get that.
Yeah, with not too many complications and nothing too hard to get through. What about you?
What about me?
How was your week?
It was good.
Shoot.
Nothing crazy. You know, my weeks are so easy and quick. Like, I don't even know. They just go by so quick. Too quick.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
I'm happy and...
True.
You know?
Yeah. Right. So, honestly, I want to get into the topic.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's a good topic and it was something that you had mentioned before. You had mentioned it before that I think that I was like, okay, and now that we're here, we can definitely, expound, unpack this topic.
I love that word.
Yes. we can do some things with this topic.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce it? Yeah.
So, I was, because as we both, we reached our 30s, and everyone says, like, I remember people saying, once you get to your 30s, it's a whole new vibe, like, it's different, blah, 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 blah.
That's true.
And then also, I wanted to know, like, what would we tell our younger selves? So those were two of the questions that I kind of wanted to discuss.
And which one first?
So, I don't know. Which one should we say first? Maybe... What would we tell our younger selves, or like, is it advice we would give?
I guess so. I guess advice that we would tell our younger selves. Yeah. Okay. Because that's the first question I wrote anyway. What would we tell our younger selves?
Ooh.
Because my younger self, she didn't have no guidance for real. She had guidance, but she didn't have the guidance that was personal to her. Like how I would look down at her and be like, girl, this is what you need. This is exactly what you need to get past where I'm at. In my 30s.
Oh, you mean like advice to
surpass
like
where you're at?
Success?
Yeah.
Wise? Okay.
That's my mindset behind it. I don't know what yours was.
Right.
But me, I would want to tell myself, because I was goal driven as a youth. I feel youthful still. Y'all don't know me.
You are. Come on. What you mean? You feel?
Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know me like that. But yeah, I still feel young. Even though people saying, 30s is... I still feel like people can't tell how old I am when they see me. They think I'm younger than I am, but...
Yeah, if you don't know us, guess our ages. So I'm curious too, like, how old people think I am. Yeah. But I feel like I give off... older. I feel like I give off older vibes. Just
you think so? You have such a baby face.
But I don't know. I feel like I'm a mom, so I'm just like,
oh, this young
people
mom.
Know.
This 23-year-old mom.
I wish. Hey, let me know. I could be early 20s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but yeah. I feel like for me, telling myself, my younger self, more so like, stop caring so much about what other people think about you, because that was something that I still struggle with. Same. Like, just to keep it 100, like, I still struggle with the thought of other people judging me or feeling like I could be judged in a situation, so it makes me like more reserved or more like,
definitely,
just more closed off. So I just want to, if I could, tell my younger self, like, forget those people, you know, like, they don't know you, and like, who cares what they think?
That's true.
Because at the end of the day, those cares not paying no bills, those cares not putting no food on the table. So it's like, why do I really care?
And don't take them home with you. Leave them cares outside your house. Wherever you living, leave them out there. because don't nobody care.
Exactly. Keep it to yourself.
Please.
Because, yeah,
Oh, can I add one?
Mm-hmm.
Focus. Get your focus together. Like, what are you focusing on? What do you think is important to you at this time? The most important things, like your goals, I guess. Focus on your goals. That will keep you on your path.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anything or anybody steer you away from where you're trying to get to. I had a lot of pit stops.
True.
I had so many pit stops on my journey. I'm just like, half the time, I used to be thinking at that time when I was younger. I used to think at that time when I was younger, why are we here? What are we doing here? But that's
like
another.
Existing?
No.
Oh.
Like, well, this isn't helping me get to where I'm trying to go. Like, oh, I could have been doing this. And like really actively thinking that, but not doing it.
Why are we as in you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the family or something like that.
No. Oh, why are we as in myself having these pit stops that are not growing me?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think like another thing you could put on top of that is like understanding how one decision or one moment can really snowball into something like bigger than you would ever think, or just completely different than like the trajectory your life was going. Like something so small you might think in the moment, like it's crazy and it's scary because
it is.
That could happen at any time.
It has happened.
You know, it has happened.
It has happened.
It makes me not nervous, but just more cautious in that sense. And also like my favorite like quote or whatever, like this too shall pass, and understanding like, okay, you have to take life as it comes and just live in the present. And I know that
well, I was gonna say, and with that, stop living in the past. That's what I would tell my younger self, even myself now. Stop living in the past. Enjoy the present. Be actively participating in the present, because paying attention to the past, the present is passing you by. You know,
that's true.
It has passed you by. The present is so like, these moments are so quick,
and then you look back and you're just like, wait, we're in 2023. Like I've been
I can be honest,
out of college for 8 years now. Like,
ooh,
what?
I don't even want to talk about college.
It's crazy, but just time in general. Like 8 years ago, what were you doing 8 years ago? Or like, just 10 years ago. Like it's crazy. 2015.
I was in Boston. I was in Boston in a pit stop.
Basically, pit stop that lasted 4 years.
4 years.
Crazy.
That I can't get back. Now that I look back at it, I've enjoyed my time and the lessons that I've learned. But in the time span, like right after I got out of that pit stop, I was pissed. I was like, why would we do something so stupid? But it was because I was living in the past. So living in the past is a big thing. I wanted to add another one. Find like-minded friends and networking. Find people that are going to push you towards where you're trying to go. If you're around people that don't have the same mindset as you, or don't even have the similar vision, like they're not even trying to get somewhere, where do you think you'll end up?
Exactly.
With them? Nowhere. And no disrespect to anybody that is doing that. I'm talking about for my younger self. My younger self, again, would take so many pit stops because she felt that that's what she was supposed to be doing. But technically, no. She could have been doing something else.
Or might not, maybe not even understand. Like who knows? You probably were just, like you said, in that moment, maybe trying to navigate whatever was being thrown at you, or you know what I mean? Like, and like you said, doing the things that you thought were the right things to do, making the decisions that you thought you had to make. So,
that's true.
It's really.
Well, go ahead.
I'm just saying, it's just really crazy how life works, but that's it.
And I was gonna say, I really can't complain. I've learned so much with everything that I've gone through in my life, and the people that I've met and the friends that I've made, even if we're not close friends now, like I've learned a lot about myself. So I don't say these things with like, oh, I'm so annoyed with myself that I even allowed any of that stuff to happen. No, I still had a great time, even if it was counterproductive, if in any sense to someone else. It still made me who I am. I'm still here today. I'm still able to, you know,
And that was one of the
participate.
questions. So, what have you learned about yourself?
I've learned to be less pessimistic, to be more optimistic about
So, you've learned
opportunities.
that you're too pessimistic?
I've learned that I used to be. I learned that I used to think that things were happening in a negative way, and I wasn't getting the lesson out of what was actually occurring, or gaining the superior knowledge out of what was happening. I was just, oh, why is this happening to me? Why do I have to be going through this? And it was my choice at the time. So getting older, it taught me, girl, shut up. You were there the entire time, and you chose to let things go the way they went, or stuff like that. So I feel like what I learned and what I would tell my younger self is to, again, stay in the present and be mindful of what you're doing, and mindful of the decisions that you're making, so that you can be okay when you look back.
Yeah. And I was gonna say too, just what you said about like, dang, what did you say? You're crap. I like, what was I gonna say? Like, you, let me get it back. You, do you remember what you said?
I don't know which part you're talking
like,
about.
Going back to, I think when you were, being pessimistic. And okay, so I feel like sometimes just from observing, you would feel like things were against you, and maybe that was a result of having people that were close to you kind of turning their backs on you. And you maybe feeling like people are against you, or feeling like some ill intent is there, or something like that. So and I feel like I would try to tell you, like, maybe not internalize those things, or maybe I don't know, but I feel like I get why you would do that at the same time.
Yeah.
But I would just try and be like, well, maybe it wasn't like
all the way
about
me.
Like, yes, like I want to do something to Terri. Like sometimes things just happen, but
that's true.
I did not want to also invalidate your feelings, because
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You have always been a good source of counsel for me, because you've had a different experience. So you're able to see outside of me, like, okay, I get what she's saying, but but Terri, look at it like this.
Right.
And that would help me a lot. That's why I appreciate, again, the different dynamics. But but yeah. Did you have another one?
Something I learned about myself. Let me see. Oh, I will say, like, this was, I feel like I had talked to you about this before. Just like my concern with being a mother eventually, like my younger self, like, how would I be a mom to a child? Like,
okay, you have talked to me about this.
Would I be a good mom? Would I know what to do? Would I know how to be, because we didn't have that relationship with our biological mother. So
consistently, we consistently didn't.
Like, she wasn't, I would say, like, present.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's, like, not a jab or anything like that, but that's just how
it was.
It was. So my concern growing up was that when I would become a mom, like, I would have some sort of, like, mental block, or like wall put up or something, to where I wouldn't be able to connect with my child. I don't know why I put that on myself. I
don't mean good thought, but I mean, like, it was a very, like, valid, mature thought to have. I feel like to at least be aware that, I hope I don't neglect my child, or I hope I don't reject my child because of that. Yeah.
So that was something that I worried about.
I never thought you would.
But
can I say this real quick? You guys, we would go to church almost every weekend when we were younger, like teenagers, and when we would have lunch together after church, me and Liz would role play being like moms to each other. Like we'll be there eating lunch and we'll be like, girl, where's your husband at? Oh, he's at, he's across the, what is it, like overseas working on something. Like we just make up whatever our husbands would be, occupation would be, and then we would talk about our kids. Yeah, little blah blah blah, my little boo, he's just there playing. I already fed them. They just, and we would just be there at lunch or whatever, talking. So we've always dreamt of being parents.
Yes.
So I think that's interesting. I was never.
I know. I feel like you always kind of had that natural maternal.
I was ready.
Vibe and being the youngest too. Like I didn't have a little sibling to take care of, or to like, I don't know.
Maybe you are the reason why I wanted to be a mother. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I had a younger sibling to look after, and I took that seriously. I was serious. Y'all don't understand. I was serious about Liz. Like, what? My sister? Please. So I think that, I think seeing you and having you around me and being able to, like, look after you and stuff like that, it really, like, built up that part of me. So I never had a doubt.
Okay.
And I was always watching everybody else's kids. So I liked it, though.
Yeah, so just to go back, like, I learned that it didn't matter not having my biological mom. Like, that was, I feel like I have connected with Eli so much, and we're just like the same person in a way, like that's just my heart, my everything. Like we do have such a special bond, and I'm so happy because that was a fear of mine, and like now that I know, but also it was more of a concern like with the daughter. So even though I haven't had a daughter, like I don't know, that's still another layer to it, but at least seeing how I have a connection with my son, like it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable if I did have a girl, like
I feel like
I would be able to do it and connect.
With
a
daughter, I feel you. I feel like I want her to be my little best friend. You know how they say your broke best friends, your kids are your broke best friends. But I would enjoy having a daughter because I feel like that's what I was lacking. I have it now, don't get me wrong, but I feel like as a young girl, having a mommy, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially a mommy that, because I know we know about the stigma about like how moms are hard on daughters, but a mommy that isn't hard on the daughter. Like we'll actually slow down and like speak to her,
patient and understanding,
girl,
and nurturing, like everything, like just forgiving. And sometimes, like you said, it is a strange phenomenon or like thing that happens. Like I don't get it, and I feel like we experience that.
Phenomenon?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I really don't be trying to use words like that, but it just came out.
No, I feel
like.
But that's how I feel.
I feel like our dad's wife, she was like
a phenomenon.
She was a piece of work.
Ooh.
Okay, like she.
I don't honestly know what was she mad at us,
dude.
No, I really let me just say this. Do you have a thought? Because I just want to say something real quick. No. I have always never understood women as a young girl, like as a young girl that has no baggage, had no baggage, had no life experience. I never understood why grown women, would see young girls and mistreat them.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as just general. I'm not saying this as my personal experience. I'm saying this as I don't understand that.
It's weird.
Yes.
I don't understand.
And also look within. And if you're not being able to look within with that, you shouldn't be around young girls.
There's some therapy that needs to happen.
Therapy,
some
prayer,
self-reflection.
Prayer needs to happen. Some meditation, some self-awareness, something.
And acknowledgement.
Yes.
You know. So
because accountability also needs to happen, because it's like, okay, so if you're kind, that's great, but if you have a personal issue, you need to handle that. Not with the little girl, because the little girl is coming to you as an empty vessel. She don't have none of the stuff that you think you putting into her or it's in your mind. Why would you do that? That's terrible.
Yeah. I think it's a hurt people type of thing, and it's unacceptable at this point. Like, we can't use that excuse. We have to grow up and get the help we need, so that we aren't passing these toxic traits down, because now we have to
fight through these toxic traits that are not even ours to fight through. They were given to us. And I'm saying given to us as a personal thing, because what do you think you're doing when you come across someone that doesn't think like that, doesn't naturally do anything like that, and you putting that into them? Now they carrying something in. Let's do it like this. They have an empty bucket, right, of emotions and how they would handle a situation that someone else put stuff in it. So now when they grow up and get into that situation, that empty bucket has somebody else's idea of how to deal with it. That's what they choose to do. They don't even get the chance to do what they naturally would do. They choose what that person put into their bucket. And that's terrible. And I'm going to use yours. You should be ashamed and embarrassed because you weren't able to stop that from passing on to somebody else. Get yourself together. Especially if you think you're going to be the authority over somebody. Get yourself together, please.
Por favor.
Rapidamente.
So.
You should see my face. Yes.
Let's see. Oh, another thing that I would tell my younger self too.
Yeah.
And this is a word, okay?
Ooh,
this is a word. So listen up.
Preach it.
Okay? You can choose your family. Mic drop.
Wow.
Mic drop.
Can I say I put spend more time with family that shows up for you. For you.
That part.
Shows up for you. You don't have to, you don't even, you're there for them and they show up for you back.
Reciprocity.
That's who you show up for. The family.
So, so that's what I feel like we observed a lot of familial relationships breaking and not mending. And we kind of were born into the mix of that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just like, because the adults around us chose or could not get to the point where they could heal and where they could, like we were just saying, move on, get past it. It's like now those issues were involved in us. Excuse outside.
I don't know if they get it though.
So, but that's something that I kind of felt that. You know what I mean?
You saying that though.
And also there are non-blood people in your lives who show up more for you than the blood. So I think
the blood.
Yeah, Auntie Brenda kind of proved that to us too. Like our dad's ex-wife who raised us for a large span of our lives.
Yeah.
She
has
showed us.
She showed up
how you could love another person unconditionally without having to be related to them.
Yes.
You know, so I appreciate her so much, and I learned then, you know, and I feel like had I known that, I would not have felt so
a lack, a void.
And also like felt so not forced, but like I needed to maintain this relationship with some people in my life. And it's like, well, if they aren't good people, then I do not need them in my life. True. Regardless of who they are to me, what title they have.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't matter. And I would say the same thing to to Eli, you know, like, you do not have to have this person in your life because they're related to you, okay? Ooh. Like, if they, you know, like, if they're not treating you right, if they're not if they're not nice to you, why am I gonna force you to be around them?
Allegiance. Why pledge an allegiance to someone that doesn't care enough? Exactly. You're not important to them, so why are you trying to make yourself important? Exactly. They already showing you and telling you so. See you later. That abandonment thing again. All right, we'll shut that door tight and lock it, cause we ain't got time. Ooh, I wanted to go back to. Okay, so I wanted to go to things in our 30s that we've learned so far. So, what I've learned so far is pace yourself, and your patience for self is a big deal for me in my 30s, because I always thought, oh, I have so much patience. I'm such a patient person. No, I'm not. I've been lying to myself for a long time, and I tried not to lie. That's the thing. I had the wool over my eyes, or something was over my eyes. Rose-colored glasses, whatever they say. I was in La La Land, y'all. I recently realized I don't have any patience, and my spontaneity comes out of that when I'll just jump and do something, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that, because I don't have any patience. And I wish I did. So I'm trying to slow down and pace myself and realize that things don't happen overnight. What they say, Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I have to tell myself, girl, get over it. It's just day one. It's just day one. A little bit of time need to pass by, and you'll see results. If you don't see results, you'll see them eventually. Yes. But calm yourself down. Relax. Relax.
It's crazy how much pressure we put on ourselves. Yeah. Like, and then it's like you put all that pressure on yourself for what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
just to be disappointed.
Just to be disappointed?
Because it might not have just been ready yet. It might not have been time yet. And why not say that to yourself? It might not be time yet.
I love that. Love that. It just might not have been time. Yeah. And that's okay. Right? Or maybe it just wasn't for you too.
Yes.
And
that's the patient part I'm waiting on. It might not have just been for you too. That's what I'm waiting for myself to grasp.
And you know, they say, like, the peace that passeth all understanding is the patience that passes all understanding. Yes. Like, how is she so patient? And I put that on my notes too. That something I learned about myself is that I am more patient than I probably gave myself credit for.
Wow, reverse of mine.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to Eli, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
you are patient for
it takes a lot of patience for these kids out here. Ooh. I posted in my IG story, check on your friends with kids.
I saw it.
We not okay because these kids disrespectful, but you need a lot of patience. Yeah. And like I said, I didn't know what kind of mom I would be. Obviously, you hope to be like the nice mom. That's all put together. Cool mom. I wanted to be. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be the
cute mom. Yeah, cute. You're gonna be the cool, cute mom. They're like, oh, Eli, that's your mama. That's what they're gonna be saying. Like, man, chill. That's my mom.
Okay, I'm trying. That's my goal. I want to be the good looking mom that's like put together. I got my shit together, you know. But sometimes I don't, and that's okay too. You know, like, I gotta be, like you said, patient with myself. And
I keep yawning. Y'all don't understand. Girl,
she bored.
That's not. Don't do that. It's not boredom. It's really tired.
I'm sorry, I'm boring you.
You're not boring me. Please don't ever do that.
Your face. I'm just kidding.
I'm like,
but so many things.
Yeah.
That I learned, and also like because I feel like I was thicker than you growing up. And so I always had that complex of like the bigger little sister. Like, I'm younger, but I was always like a little bigger than you.
Okay.
So it was like, damn, why I gotta be the thick one, you know, like, or why I gotta be like the you know, I don't know, but that was always like something that and then you would always be mad at me for stretching out your jeans.
Wow. Let's
Terri would get on me. She'd be like, why my jeans so baggy? Bitch, you know why. You know I just wore them.
Why she doing me
she
like
know
this?
I just want them talking about why my jeans so stretched
again,
out.
but that's how
crazy.
That's how kids
that's
are.
Crazy.
I would never even say anything like that now. That's rude. But that's how kids can be.
I'm just messing with
I
you.
know,
But
I know. But that is what kids.
You know.
But I'm telling y'all, we weren't cool. Like I said, we weren't cool like that. And also, I let her wear my clothes because I want to wear her clothes too. Sometimes she had something cute. I ain't care if it was baggy on me or not. I'm wearing it.
Exactly. You're like, oh, these fit me right. Okay. So, and you know how sisters are, so I never, held that against you or anything like that. I just, I know for myself. And then, Caribbean families, can we graduate from commenting on people's weight in general? Like, that's not, no matter if it's, like, positive in your minds, it's, just don't do it.
Yes.
Can I say that? Like, can we stop doing that?
Yes.
Please? Like, I don't need a report on what my weight change has been since you last saw me. That's something I do not need.
Can you?
I could go without that.
I can't.
Just FYI. Ooh. But, yeah, that's it. I had to get that off. I had to get that on my chest because like,
it goes with
it hurt my feelings. Exactly. Like, you don't know what people are going through. Is weight really the biggest deal in the world? Is that really making me a bad person?
It's really not.
Did I become evil because of the weight I gained or lost? Like, did it change my inside? Like, I don't know, but y'all got to get rid of that because it ain't cute. And
yeah, I will say this though. That was a big deal for me, like, as I became an adult, because my weight changed, and I started to get thick. And I had passed you in size at one point.
Yeah.
So when they started talking about my weight, I was like, yo, y'all wildin'. I'm not even trying to be this big. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Had I known, I had to tell you the other day.
What?
Wow, it's so big. Girl. Y'all,
at least you had a child. I should have
never. Okay,
I hadn't even had a child though.
I'm holding on to that excuse because ain't no way.
Liz, I hadn't even had a child and I was voluptuous. I'm gonna call it voluptuous.
But looking back now, you weren't even that big.
I honestly was. Look at the dresses that I recently found. I'm like,
what size?
14. For me, okay, y'all. Anywho, she don't care about me like that. That's why she acting like she don't understand. I am a petite person. So when I gain weight, I'm still not even fitting things correctly because my measurements are petite. So for my frame to have gotten to a size 14 with my frame, no disrespect to anybody else that's a size 14, don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand the message. My body couldn't handle it. And I just shouldn't have been that size. I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm gonna show you a picture.
But no, that's facts though, because like, hey, the picture I saw of myself, I was like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Come on,
I
would have maybe had appreciated a Caribbean person just come and take me to the side and tell me, girl, you're gone too far.
Oh my God.
Come on back.
No,
come on back, girl.
Can you please? Because I can't stand you.
I can't, but
I can't stand you.
I mean, like, going back to what I said, it shouldn't be an issue. Like,
yeah.
If I could go and tell my younger self, girl, you look good.
Right.
You're beautiful.
Let them know.
And it's only gonna keep getting more beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, haven't peaked yet.
I know that's right.
But
sorry, y'all. Sorry, cause she got me.
I'm sorry.
Laughing.
I'm on another level right now.
Yeah,
but,
which is fine.
Yeah,
you having a good time.
I am.
But no, I respect it. I respect it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that was what we wanted to talk about.
That's what we
today.
wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And you
good?
I'm good. I think I hit. Oh, one last thing.
Okay.
That I learned about myself. I am so much stronger than I thought I was.
Yes.
Like, physically, mentally, emotionally.
I have one more thing too.
The things that I've been through, y'all, like, should have broke me. Like, not even gonna lie.
Talk about it.
And the fact that it didn't, like, also, I don't want to, you know, act like, I don't want to act like, you know, I'm invincible and like it's not, it's, if you weak, it's a bad thing, but like I just appreciate that I can handle more than I thought I could. Not to say I ever want to handle any more, right? You know, like I don't need that. I don't need to prove it. It's already been proven. Yeah. But I just I'm proud of myself, and I feel like I've done things that I never imagined that I could do and get through. Yeah. So, and that's just from the whole span of my life. You know, the things that I've gone through, the things we gone through together, apart. It's crazy. We could write 10 books. Yes. You know what I mean? Ooh, like,
I got one.
Yes.
More. So my last one is the one. What have you learned about yourself, or to tell myself, even now in my 30s, is don't be afraid to be adventurous or spontaneous.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, because I've learned that I don't mind. I don't mind it. I'm actually like, ooh, what we gonna do? Okay. What we gonna do? What we gonna say? Yes. You know, because I feel like that's where I have fun in the present. So that's what I like. Yes. Yeah. I like that. Yep. Mm-hmm. But you can't be adventurous and spontaneous with everybody. There you go. you gotta know what's going on. You gotta know if they are somebody that you can trust. Yes. That's the key. Yeah. That's the major key. Yeah, okay. Major key alert. Yes, but let's get out of here. Yes. We have to go. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Hope you did. I hope you joined and get locked in with us. Yes. Comment, like, subscribe. Yes. Follow. Do your thing. Do what y'all do. Do your thing. And keep watching, keep enjoying, keep showing us love. And we'll be back with y'all again next week. Next week. Have a good week, y'all. Bye. LOCDIN. Locked in.